Welcome to Vicious Views, and today we are talking about Mickey 17. Now, to start off, I will say it was not what I expected. The trailers are kind of gives you a bit of an idea of what the movie is gonna be. For example, when I watched the trailer, I thought it was gonna be watching Mickey die 16 times, and then you get the end scene or the end plot. But yeah, it took a little bit of a different kind of route, which, I mean, it's a trailer. Trailers are kind of always sometimes deceiving. So take that one with a bit of a grain of salt, I suppose. But let's get into the plot of the story. So basically, what the movie's about is Mickey gets himself into some trouble, and he's got to get out. So there's an expedition that you can sign up for from this politician or ex-politician who he's going to take a bunch of people to a new planet and colonize the planet. So Mickey signs up as an expendable, which basically means he can go out, do tests for them, or go find something in a dangerous area. If he dies, no worries, we'll just print him out and he'll be back tomorrow. Mickey 2, for example. And that's basically what his job on the ship is. He's the only one on the ship that is the expendable. Talking about characters, I think the actors did extremely well with the characters. I think they did well. The actors did well. The characters, though, you don't really get a lot from the characters. When I say that, I mean like you don't really find out any information from them. There's a lot of characters that pop up that you think, oh, you can find out a little bit more about them, but it just doesn't really happen. For example, the Misha, um, Mickey's like lover in the thing. You don't really know much about her besides that she is a cop or security on the ship, and that she's a badass. You don't really find out anything else about her. It is very centered on Mickey, finding out everything about Mickey, and you learn more about Mickey. Which, yes, you can say the movie's called Mickey 17. Of course, they're gonna just throw Mickey in there, but it would be nice if you had all these other great actors with these characters to get a little bit more from them. Just not kind of like the basic, or it kind of just felt like the characters didn't really do much. Not a major complaint. It's a small complaint, I'd say. Yeah. Anyway, the some of the characters, the actual like the president or whatever, the politician that's the owner of the ship, was kind of funny. I kind of saw that they were trying to, like, in a way, mock Donald Trump the way he acted. I kind of saw what they were doing there. His wife, to sum that character up, is sauce. Basically, that's all she's obsessed with, and no one has the balls to tell her that her sauces are shit, like pure garbage. But that's all she's obsessed with. It's basically sauce will make the new planet great. That's her little motto. It seems like it. But in terms of the actual story, I think it's pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's the best movie, uh, but it is a good movie. I see online that a lot of people don't like the ending. I thought the ending was okay. I do agree with what most people say, that it did feel rushed towards the end. It was kind of like we saw a lot of, like, it was a slow build with Mickey and everything, and we had some backstory, like, for example, how the cloning got made. It was a serial killer made it so that he could get away with murders, which I thought that was pretty interesting to find out. I liked that they put that in there. There were scenes that they put in that I don't think necessary, like the end scene. Mickey has kind of like a, sorry, this is a spoiler, but he has kind of like a, I don't know, he drifts off and imagines this or dreams this. I kind of felt it was a little unnecessary. He dreams about the printer still working, or the printer still being a major thing. Um, Yeah, and then there's also a scene in the beginning of the movie which the president, or I'm just gonna call him the president, is giving a speech about no sex on the ship until we get everything sorted out on the new planet, because it burns calories, and if you burn calories, you're gonna eat more. And then Mickey and Misha are banging in the back. I thought it would be funny if they actually caught them, and that would be like a first, like, guys, we were just talking about this. Why? How could you two do this? Like, I thought it was a good, like, a thing that they could have made a joke of. They don't really make a joke of it. It just kind of gets, it's them banging in the background while they're talking about not having sex on the ship. And yeah, I thought they could have done something a little bit more with that. Yeah, but then back to the ending. The ending, not like I saw online, a lot of people didn't like it. It like I said, it did feel rushed. Like they did build a lot up, like with Mickey, like a slow burner, and then I think probably what happened is they realized the movie's going on for too long. Let's rush this ending. And it does feel a bit rushed, but I didn't not like the ending. I thought it was decent. The aliens that are in the movie, I think they could have done a little bit more. For example, Mickey can get saved by one of the leader of the aliens, and he then kind of thinks that they were trying to talk to them, and one of the scientists just kind of like clicks when they have one of the babies that, oh, they can communicate, and she makes like a communication device in within like a few minutes of having the fucking creature, and that allows Mickey to have a full conversation with the alien leader. It's so crazy how that just happened like that instantly. It's just crazy how quickly, and that is kind of like the perfect example of they rushed it. Is because you'd think with everything they did with Mickey, and like for example when they land on the planet, they can't breathe there. The air is toxic for them. So they have Mickey go out multiple times dying to the air so they can get a cure or an antidote so that they can breathe on the planet. That happens over quite a while. But then when it comes to coming up with a way to communicate with the aliens, it feels like minutes. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense, other than the fact that they probably did rush the ending of the movie, which is a little bit of a shame because I think that could have been a little bit better done. But the movie was 2 hours and 20 minutes, I think. So you kind of then edge into a 3-hour movie, and I don't think a lot of people would like to watch Mickey 17 for 3 hours. But overall, I think it was a decent movie. This is the first movie that we're doing on Vicious Views. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a score out of 10 at the end of every like review or whatever. So what I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it's a watch. I would recommend people to go watch it, but just don't get your hopes up if you watch the trailer. I think it's an okay movie. I would probably give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it's not a bad movie, but it's not the best movie. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, anyway, that is Mickey 17. Let me know if I missed anything, or that there was something that I could have spoke about, or if you guys watched the movie, let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about it. I'd be interesting to read that and see what you guys say. But anyway, that's going to be it for the first episode of Vicious Views. Peace.